African Union Communications, Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals, intelligence, and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing on the progress of the special military operation as of January 30th, 2026. From January 24 to 30, in response to Ukrainian terrorist attacks on civilian targets in Russia, the Russian armed forces launched a massive strike and 6 group strikes, striking Ukrainian military industry facilities, energy and transport infrastructure facilities used by the Ukrainian armed forces, ammunition and fuel depots, production facilities, storage sites for attack drones, and temporary deployment sites for Ukrainian armed forces and foreign mercenaries. Over the course of the week, as a result of active offensive actions by units of the North Group of Forces, the settlements of Staritsa in the Kharkiv region and Belaya Bereza in the Sumy region were liberated. 4 mechanized brigades, 2 assault regiments of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, 3 territorial defense brigades, a National Guard brigade, and 2 border detachments of the Ukrainian Border Service were defeated. In total, in the area of responsibility of the North Group of Forces, the enemy lost more than 950 servicemen, 5 armored combat vehicles, 74 vehicles, and 8 field artillery pieces. 3 electronic and counter-battery warfare stations, as well as 11 ammunition and supply depots were destroyed. Over the past week, units of the West Group of Forces, as a result of decisive actions, liberated the village of Kupiansk-Uzlovaya in the Kharkiv region. The manpower and equipment of 5 mechanized brigades, 2 airmobile brigades, an airborne assault brigade, 3 assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, 2 territorial defense brigades, and 3 National Guard brigades were defeated. Ukrainian Armed Forces lost over 1,300 service members, 22 armored combat vehicles, 132 vehicles, and 13 field artillery pieces in this area. 29 ammunition depots were destroyed. As a result of decisive actions by units of the Southern Group of Forces, the village of Bereztok in the Donetsk People's Republic was liberated within 24 hours. Formations of 5 mechanized motorized infantry, airmobile, assault, and mountain assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, a Marine brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated. Over the past week, in the area of responsibility of the Southern Group of Forces, the Ukrainian Armed Forces lost over 1,020 service members and 18 armored combat vehicles, including 5 foreign-made ones, 98 vehicles, 25 artillery pieces, 7 electronic and counter-battery warfare stations, and 22 ammunition, fuel, and supply depots were destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces continued active offensive operations. The manpower and equipment of 4 mechanized brigades, 2 Jaeger brigades, an airmobile brigade, 2 airborne assault brigades, 3 assault regiments of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, a Marine brigade, a territorial defense brigade, and 4 National Guard brigades were defeated. Over the past week, enemy losses in this area amounted to over 2,780 servicemen, 2 tanks, 54 armored combat vehicles, 80 vehicles, and 10 field artillery pieces. Units of the East Force Group advanced deep into the enemy's defenses and liberated the village of Ternovade in Zaporizhia Oblast within 24 hours. Formations of 5 mechanized brigades, an assault brigades, 3 assault regiments of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, a Marine brigade, 2 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade were defeated. In total, the enemy lost more than 2,315 servicemen, 2 tanks, 22 armored combat vehicles, 104 vehicles, and 8 artillery pieces in the area of responsibility of the East Group of Forces. Over the past week, as a result of coordinated actions by units of the Dnipro Group of Forces, the village of Novoya Kovlivka in the Zaporizhia region was liberated. Within 24 hours, the village of Reshnoye in the Zaporizhia region was taken under control. The manpower and equipment of 2 mechanized brigades, a mountain assault brigade, and a coastal defense brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were damaged. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 315 servicemen, 54 vehicles, 3 artillery pieces, 16 electronic and counter-battery warfare stations, and 4 supply depots. Over the past week, strike drones, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian armed forces have destroyed 3 multiple launch rocket system (MLRS) combat vehicles, including a US-made MLRS launcher. Air defense systems have shot down 4 guided aerial bombs, 46 of which were US-made HIMARS multiple launch rockets, an S-200 surface-to-air missile converted to engage ground targets, and 822 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. The Black Sea Fleet destroyed an unmanned boat of the Ukrainian armed forces. Since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 670 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 111,634 unmanned aerial vehicles, 646 anti-aircraft missile systems, 27,404 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,653 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 32,952 field artillery pieces and mortars, 53,186 special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.